Who has been the biggest disappointment of the season so far for the Niners this year? I'm talking players only. Because we've been bashing Kyle Shanahan for like an hour and a half.
Biggest disappointment, Kinlaw, Trent, McGlinchey. Those are my disappointments. I'm disappointed. Eric Armstead's been dinged up for sure.
He's so important to the team. He's a captain. They pay him a lot of money. And it's not his fault that he's injured, but he's been healthy for 3 games. He has 5 tackles on the season. They need him now. Meanwhile, DeForest Buckner just chugging away, playing every game, doing his thing. And Armstead has just been MIA. He got hurt first day of training camp, came back, got hurt, came back, got hurt. I mean, he's been MIA all year. They really could use Armstead to come back because they're paying him a ton of money. And he is, like, for example, I don't like Eric Armstead as a player that much, but he is a hell of a run defender, and he does create pressure. Now, he won't necessarily finish the sack, but pressure's good. The Niners didn't create pressure yesterday. They could have used Eric Armstead in that game. So, it's not his fault for being hurt, but, man, they could use him right now.
But see, Armstead's done it, and he, you play as many years as he has in the NFL, you're going to have some bumps and bruises. This was Kinlaw's go year. He was looking for the bust out. He was a first-round draft choice. There was high expectations. He hasn't been able to get on the field and stay on the field. So that's one. And then the tackle play has been very disappointing.
Trent Williams. He's been the Eric Armstead of the offense.
Yeah. And McGlinchey is so beat up physically. And I like Mike as a guy. I like talking to him. I think he's interesting. He's prepared. He works hard. But, man, the first thing you say when you see him move on the practice field, in the locker room, on the playing field is pain. He's like, he's in a lot of pain.
You can see it. Sal Heidegge says Cohn and Raj from our SF Niners need a show too. I don't know Raj, but I'd like to get to know him. Toby says, I can't wait to hear what your dad says tomorrow. Me too.
What kind of take is your dad going to have tomorrow?
I have no idea.
Talked to him?
I haven't talked. He's coming over tonight. We're celebrating Diwali. My wife is Indian, so we're going to do a little Diwali celebration at my spot, and we'll talk through our show, but I don't know.
Who will be saltier, Grant or Papa Grant?
I have a feeling my dad's going to be a little saltier than me.
Really?
I have a feeling he's been waiting.
If
but
Harbaugh
maybe I'm wrong.
comes back, would Dad come back?
My dad and Harbaugh really like each other.
I
saw Harbaugh yesterday.
If Harbaugh came back, your dad's got to come back.
He's got to. I saw Harbaugh yesterday. Gave my handshake, and he was like, "Tell your dad. Tell your dad." I got you.
You know what? Do you have any of the highlight reels of their best contentious moments and pressers?
I don't. But you know, they did have contentious moments.
Get hits on a video.
That would be
go
good.
Get the most contentious Lowell Harbaugh moments.
But what's funny about their relationship is that Harbaugh? No. It evolved because at the end, Jed York was pushing Jimmy Harbaugh out the entire year of 2014. And remember, that was the first year in Levi's. And Harbaugh was like making a big point, like, this place sucks. The grass here sucks. And he got a lot of heat for taking the team off the field that one time when they were practicing at Levi's. And my dad, like, all of a sudden was the only guy in the interviews that would sort of put it back on Jed when Harbaugh was the coach. My dad'd be like, Jim, are you an expert on grass? And Harbaugh was like, no, I'm not. I shouldn't have to answer this question. So they ended up sort of like bonding over a mutual annoyance with Jed York. Although Jed's okay.
I would love to hear Harbaugh's perspective on yesterday's game.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? That would be great to hear his perspective, but also just to experience his emotions he must have really liked that. I can only imagine. He must have really liked that.
I mean, I wonder who sat with him and what kind of things he said.
Be quiet. Just keep it inside.